Right, hi everyone, welcome to the whiteboard. So, as you can see behind me, I have gone crazy once more with the scribbles. I'm going to explain that in a moment, but, you know, a tricky afternoon. It's going to be nice and hot. We've got two of the lads heading down there. I'm not personally, but we've got Mark and Kyle, so there will be matchday experiences from those guys as well. So they'll be doing a couple of videos for us, but this is the lineup that I think that Watford will go with. I'll just get out of the way so you can see that as well. So I think it'll be Cornelis in goal, then I think it'll be Firmino at right back. Now he will bomb on, he has a licence. I don't think it'll be Dowley and Matt. I do honestly think it will be Firmino. Then looking across the other side, you've got Cathcart, Cabasele, and then Holebas. And if you look at those two defensive midfield roles, I think that's where they are strong. I think Decore and Kapue, whoever plays in those two midfield roles for Newcastle, would think it would be Shelby and Diarmi, but Rafa has hinted on there will be changes. They're in for a difficult afternoon, I think. And then you've got to try and contribute, you know, stopping the likes of Richarlison, Delafau in particular, Firmino on that right, and Andre Gray. We know that Gray will make movement. He will be a pest. He doesn't score many goals. £18 million is a lot, mind. I don't think he's worth that personally, but he will spin off, you know, the likes of Lascelles and Lejeune or whoever's playing Rafa goes with, because we know Rafa said he's going to make some changes. So we've got to be watching out for that busy bee. But Richarlison, yes, he gets forward, and yes, he just... I mean, poor DeAndre Yedlin. He had Richarlison, he had Gray, and he had Zenigla trying to deal with at St James's Park when we got absolutely thumped 3-0. Awful game that was. And I think that's the same again. But he's got off the boil a little bit. He isn't scoring as many goals, but he's still a threat. Delafau, I rate him. The one thing I didn't get about him is how come he's had so many clubs. And he's been at Barcelona, he's been at Everton twice, he's been at Sevilla, Watford. He needs to be somewhere where he's going to cement it for a long time, because he's, without a shadow of a doubt, he has talent. He can go down the byline, he's got pace, he's got trickery and come inbound. He'd been absolutely fantastic. If we had him in our club, we'd be absolutely fantastic. So they've got a lot of threats, but where can we hurt them? Well, as I say, they'll be chucking bodies forward. You know, Will Hughes will be trying to get on the ball and make things happen as well. Decore will be getting forward. They're going to be chucking bodies forward, and it's what I think how we'll hurt them. It's on the counter. If we can get on the counter with pace, they're going to leave gaps in behind. They've got the third worst defence in the league for a reason. Let's get over to Newcastle. Okay then, so let's have a look at Newcastle. I've done a few changes where I think Rafa will go with, but I'm not going to think that I'm right, because we don't know what Rafa's going to change. So what you'll see in this lineup is I think Mikel Merino will come back into that side. What I was like humming and hawing about is, does he partner Shelby? Does he partner Diarmi? That was the thing the predicament that I was trying to think of. But I think you'll go with Shelby. I think there'll be a change at right back. I think Javier Manquillo will come in. We haven't seen him for must be about 2 months now, isn't it? I think Javier Manquillo will come in. Well, since the Bournemouth game actually come on off the bench, isn't he? So I think Manquillo will come in at right back. I think Jacob Murphy will start at right midfield. And then I was thinking, well, where's he going to put Richie? Is he going to drop him to the bench, or will he play him? But I'm going to go with Richie in the number 10. But I might be wrong on that, because Kennedy could be in the 10. Richie might be over here instead. So these two positions might have changed. And I do think you'll go with Gale instead of Hostler. We know that Slimani is injured and can't play. Kieran Clark is not going to make it. And Christian Atsu is not going to make it either. So whatever the lineup is, I mean, you guys can go for your predicted 11 in the comments box. And we know that there's rotation coming. But it's what we do with Watford, obviously throwing the bodies forward as well. So I generally think we will have a high line of defence, people sitting back. Maybe you might go with Diarmi because of that reason being that, but I think you'll have probably 6 back at all one time trying to play on the counter. And then if you can get the ball to the likes of John Shelby, Mikel Merino, who can play it out to the likes of your Murphys and your Kennedys and so on, I think that's a tactic that we use. Kennedy in particular will want to start, he'll want to impress. We know his loan spell is coming to an end, and he had a very, very unsuccessful loan period at Watford where he barely played. I think he only played 1 or 2 games. So if we can get these two on the ball, we know he's got trickery, we know he's got pace, he can attract free kicks as well. Murphy's got pace, we know that Murphy will be very direct and go down that wing, which then you'll want obviously the crosses coming in for the likes of Dwight Gale and so on. But also Matt Ritchie can do what Izu Perez does off the ball. We know Richie's a little bark, and he barks orders left, right and centre, and he works healthy hard. So I do think that Richie will come in and sit in as that 3 when we don't have the ball, but then get forward because he's got the work rate to move forward. I mean, this could be Kennedy in there, and that could be Richie out wide, but whatever the reason is, I think that's the tactic that we'll go with. I think we will play on the counter and trying to pick them off. Will we be tested as much? I think as I said with Watford just before, is the defence. I don't think Chancellor and Bemba will come in, unfortunately. I think it will continue with those three, with Dubravka, Lejeune and Lascelles. Got that partnership. Yes, the rotation may be coming, but I don't see the need to change it. But I think you've just got to be careful with Andre Gray's movement, you know, because he loves to spin off. I think that's what the two centre-backs will need to be worried about. I think Poldum is up for a tricky afternoon with Delafau over on that wing. On the other side as well, with Charlison against Manquillo, I'd probably have Manquillo because I think Manquillo is the better defender, just mind you, than Yedlin. Yedlin's so much better going forward, but I think in this circumstance, go for Manquillo on this one. I can't believe I'm saying put Manquillo ahead of Yedlin, but hey-ho. But that's what I think is going to happen. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. That's what I'm going to go with. As I touched upon, I've got a couple of the lads down there doing a couple of videos for us as well. Of course, if you want to put a bet on with BetSafe, you know, for Newcastle to win, you can double your money. So if you put a tenner down, get a tenner back. Happy days. And then if you win as well, you're laughing. And also remember that obviously Bellew versus Hay fight, we've got a promotion on that as well. If you go into the box, and you'll see this in the link down there below, and also across social media as well. I think Bellew, for me, is going to just nick that one. Let us know what you think on that one as well. Score predictions in your comments box down there below, and your predicted 11. Says, watch what you're doing. Have a good night. Ta-ra, bye.